All over Australia, strange things are happening at our sports clubs. The goalposts are shifting. Club membership is stagnating, and in an effort to attract and retain members, changes must be made. But what can you do? These days there are more entertainment choices, more sports, and more demands on our time and our money. Our population is changing, and we have very different lifestyles. Yet, against this backdrop, there's been a spike in sports participation. Not through clubs, but through things like running with your iPod, social group cycling, going to the gym, or seeing a personal trainer. So how do you, as a club, get a bigger slice of this increasingly fractured market? To find out what influences people's decisions around club-based sport, the Australian Sports Commission and GfK Blue Moon did some research with both adults and kids. With adults, we found most people fall into 10 basic groups when it comes to sport. The loyalists, the socially engaged, the sport-driven, and the apathetic clubbers. Then there's the sideline sportsters, the club-wary, the ponderers, the self-focused, the sport-indifferent, and the sport-atheists. 40% of non-club members aged 14 to 65 belong to a club at some point. So there's a chance to re-engage with these people on some level. And a quarter of Australians aged 14 to 65 who aren't members of a club have expressed interest in joining one. That's 3.8 million people who potentially want to be part of club sport. So how do you tap into them? Firstly, you need to understand the main concerns adults have with club-based sport. One is inflexible schedules. Clubs being too cliquey, leaving people feeling excluded. Another is the cost. And limited opportunities for beginners. When it comes to kids in sport, the research identified 6 basic types. The social loyalists, the sports-driven, and the apathetic clubbers. And then you have the thrifty enthusiasts, the ponderers, and the sport-resistant. Over 50% of kids who aren't club members now were once part of an organised sport, and 46% would think about joining a club if activities were better suited to what they wanted. These non-club members make up 1.1 million potential new recruits. The research found while some kids love the competitive side of sport, many others don't. So to attract and retain kids to your club, here's some stuff to keep in mind. Create an environment based around fun, enjoyment, and being with friends. Value each and every player, and give everyone a chance to join in, regardless of ability. And offer flexible membership options for kids and their parents. So how can this research benefit you? Well, it might help you think outside the box to improve how your club operates. Be flexible. Cater to different groups by developing new ways to get people involved. Create alternative forms of your game that focus on fun and enjoyment rather than competition. Changing the rules might be one way of doing this. Let friends play together if that's important to them, rather than trying to separate them based on talent. Schedule your sport at different times of the day and week. More teenagers might get involved on a weeknight than a Sunday morning. At your end-of-year presentation, have a social night to celebrate participation and your volunteers as much as you celebrate success. Ask your members about any issues at your club. By addressing the concerns, you can start to focus on the opportunities. Small changes now can make a big difference to your club later. Need some help with your ideas? Visit ausport.gov.au/market segmentation to access research and support materials, including presentations, fact sheets, and case studies. The goalposts for clubs may be shifting, but armed with knowledge, ideas, and commitment, your club can kick some serious goals well into the future.